Hello everybody, Jam here, and I'm back on Forza Motorsport 7 after quite a break from videos, that is. I still have been playing the game, and I'm bringing you highlights from the Touring Car Championship, where I'm racing for my team, Virtual Pertec Racing. As I'm doing this intro, you should be watching, or you are watching, my qualifying lap. Obviously the best lap that I managed to put in qualifying. And then we'll go ahead and watch race 1. In each round of the Touring Car Championship, try saying that 3 times fast. Actually, maybe don't. I definitely weren't on video. Anyway, what is it with me getting sidetracked already? Oh, some things never change. Yeah, there are 3 races in each series, in each round of this series. And I'll be doing a separate video for each individual race, just because they're shorter and easier to do. So I won't be bringing you the whole round's highlights, just the first race. And for this first race, that qualifying lap you just saw put me 8th on the grid in lobby 2. So you should be able to see me 4 cars back on the right, getting a pretty decent start, blasting past one Chevy Cruze and drawing alongside, I think, another pretty damn quickly. Unfortunately, though, I am sort of stuck on the outside, being on the left-hand side of that grid, but there was a little bit of a kerfuffle in front. I think the pole said again a little bit sideways, so as we head up towards turn 2, there I am! And there I am again, in 3rd, coming out of Druids, from 8th on the grid. Should we have a proper look and see how that actually happened? Because I'm still quite not sure. As I said, we got a very good initial launch, blasting past the car that started 7th, and a lot of front-wheel drive cars around us. The BMWs are the only rear-wheel drive touring car in this series. And I didn't do anything phenomenal. I just was on the outside line, got a bit lucky, to be honest. It was quite clear. I managed to cut back to the inside, hogged the curb in round Druids, and yeah, no one got back up the inside, so I managed to hold on to 3rd place coming out of that, which is bizarre. Anyway, I wasn't the only Pertec car in this lobby. My good friend and teammate Tom was with me as well. He had appeared on this channel before, way back when, if you remember, at the start of an F1 series I tried to do. Anyway, like myself, Tom had got a very good initial launch, drawing past a couple of front-wheel drive cars, but also this BMW that he's now on the outside of. And we're going to stay on board with Tom for a little bit longer as he gets a little bit boxed in there. Unfortunate behind the dark-coloured cars in front of him. It's got the inside of the BMW that he's already passed, but the other BMW got a really good sweeping run around the outside. I still think Tom's made up a good few positions off the launch, although he's pitched on the inside again with the Audi sweeping around the outside now. So Tom really yo-yoing around in this first lap. Not another one, Tom, come on. Audi was having a look up the inside there as well, but couldn't make that move stick. Now we're going to stick with Tom for the time being, heading, I think we're about a lap later now, heading down the back end, or into the last few corners of the lap, and he's well and truly embroiled in a 5-car battle for I don't know what position it is, because the replays don't have any useful information in. Minuscule rant over. But yeah, Tom seems to be doing pretty well, getting stuck into this battle. Audi has got past initially, but he's too wide with the Chevy going around turn 1, and Tom makes the most of it. Cuts back to the inside, gets a really good exit, passes the Audi, has a look up the inside of the Chevy. Is he there? He is halfway up the inside. Rear-wheel drive should get him a good exit down the hill out of Druids. Into turn 3 though, he's well behind, but the Chevy goes deep, and Tom picks up another position. So, I mean, I've already lost track of how many positions he's gone up and down. He's had an absolutely mad start to this first race. Hopefully, he can keep it up. And now this is where I just sort of sit back and wait for my next cut, because I've edited it too long because I've got nothing else to say. There we go! Cutting towards, probably a couple of laps later, and staying on board with Tom in the battle that he's currently in. How's he doing? He's got the BMW up ahead of him, and he's still got that same pesky Audi up behind. Tom covers the inside nicely around turn 1. And it looks like there's a couple of cars had an incident ahead, because that multicoloured Audi wasn't there before, and it looks like the dark green Audi got the inside of both of them. He certainly got past Tom while I was preoccupied looking somewhere else. Although Tom is on his inside into turn 3, doesn't look like he's going to make that move, unfortunately. So Tom I think he has lost a position in all that. He certainly has to the dark green car, but it looked like he was going on the attack at some point. And this is why I love touring car racing, because I've watched this maybe 3 times. I'm trying to commentate it, and I still can't see what's going on. Tom's up the inside now into the final corner. Doesn't look like he can make it stick, unless he can drag his way alongside, which it doesn't look like he can. And I mean, Tom started 13th out of 14 cars in this race. I can see a car behind him, so he hasn't moved backwards, but I think he's moved forward a couple of positions. I can't really tell. It certainly has been a hectic start for him. I can't say the same for me, though, because here I am, wandering around with a little bit of a gap either side of me. Although I did get a good bit of fortune there when one of the Audis run wide into turn 1 and just absolutely hands me second place. So, yeah, thanks for that, I guess. It's not going to be by any means easy to hold on to second for the rest of this race, though. Remember, as I've said, I qualified down in 8th in this lobby, so I didn't really show promising front running pace, especially in qualifying anyway. And yeah, defending is basically what I was going to be doing for the rest of this race. And a very quick Chevy Cruise behind me, I think. Didn't quite start this hype as well. He's done well to get up the grid along with myself, but I think he did start ahead of me. If you want to go back and check the start of this video, feel free. But I'm pretty sure he started 6th or 7th or something, because I'm pretty sure he's one of the cars I tried to get up alongside. But anyway, yeah, while I'm nattering on and talking about something completely different, as always, you can see that defending is the name of the game. And already, since we started this clip, you can tell the amount of time that myself and the Chevy have lost to the Honda that is in 4th position, buying his way onto the back of this battle for a podium. Into turn 1, the Chevy gets alongside myself on the inside. I tried to hang it around the outside there like I did on lap 1, but I didn't quite get the line right. But I'm still on the outside as we go around Druids, but that's a much harder corner to hold it around the outside of, and I do slip down to 3rd position and slot back onto the racing line and try and keep momentum up as well as I can to make it only 1 position lost, because, as I've said, that Honda is there and lurking, and I'm sure he's going to want a podium just as much as I do in this race, just as much as that Chevy Cruise does. And I mean, the Audi in, what's that, 5th position that was in 2nd earlier on, he's going to be wanting to buy his way back into the podium as well. Remember, he started probably quite high up the grid. I don't know, I didn't memorise the grid. But yeah, he was running P2 for quite a while until he fell off the road. And there he is in the background, still right there. If anything, he's probably closed in. The Honda runs wide around the final corner though, so maybe the Audi can buy his way up into 4th place. You can certainly see immediately that the gap behind me has grown, but unfortunately for me, so is the gap in front of me. Yeah, so having a look in the background, it doesn't look like the Audi could make it stick. But yeah, I was staying in 3rd position. We're going to cut back to Tom now, as you can see. Lapping around on his own all of a sudden. An absolutely mad start to the race did our Tom. And it seems to have settled down nice and quietly. Can't really see much going on around him. There's that multicoloured Audi in front of him that's been in front of him for quite a while. I think Tom might have made a little bit of mistake somewhere, or maybe he's just... I honestly don't know, I couldn't tell you. But he's running around in around 11th, 12th place, something like that. And yeah, found a nice quiet gap. He's got a complete polar opposite to myself in this race. He had an absolutely hectic start that's quietened down. I had a admittedly hectic launch off the line, but after that first few laps, did quiet down quite a lot. And it was only after that that the race really picked up and got exciting for me. Although I'm saying that, it did then quiet down afterwards as well, and this is now the final lap. I've gone round the final corner and I've crossed the line in 3rd position, which is a bloody good job from 8th on the grid, if I do say so myself. That launch just absolutely set me up. Anyway, back with Tom, watching him come across the line as well, and he would finish the race in 12th, so we both moved forward from our finishing positions. But that is it for this race 1 of round 1. I'll be back soon with race 2, and then race 3 will come as well, and then we'll move on to round 2 for the next 3 races. You know how it works. But yeah, this is it for this video, so until then, goodbye.